This week we'll be talking about Splash Mountain's new sponsor, and also DVC members are getting another perk at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, so stick around for all the news and also the merchandise update. Welcome back to What in the World, the show where we take a look at the latest goings on in Walt Disney World. First up, quick apology because last week I had a camera issue, so didn't manage to get a show sorted out, or this episode of the show sorted out. So this week we should be good to go. So let's get straight in with Magic Kingdom. Let's start the Magic Kingdom news with a quick reminder for those people who are looking to build their own lightsaber in Tomorrowland. So previously the Build Your Own Lightsaber station was in the Merchant of Venus, but once the Incredibles merchandise moved in earlier in the summer for their Tomorrowland celebration, it was moved. You can now find it as you exit Space Mountain in the gift shop. So it seems Splash Mountain is getting a brand new sponsor, and this caused a little bit of a stir on social media. Ziploc, which is a brand of resealable zipper storage bags, will become the ride's new sponsor, and as part of the long-term deal with Disney, guests will have access to free Ziploc bags to help keep any possessions dry whilst on the ride. Ziploc has also recently taken over sponsorship of Epcot's KidCot Fun Stops, where younger guests can collect stamps and create a personalised souvenir. So, why did this cause a little bit of controversy on social media? Well, Disney have also just announced that by the middle of 2019, it will be eliminating plastic straws and also reducing the number of shopping bags and transitioning to refillable in-room amenities. Now, this did lead to a few posts about how they were now giving away free resealable plastic bags, whilst on the other hand, getting rid of plastic straws and everything else. Let me know what you think of Disney's move in the comments. So Disney has announced that DVC members will gain even earlier entry into Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this year. DVC members will be able to enter the Magic Kingdom from 2 PM now, which is a full 2 hours earlier than park guests who don't have a normal day entry ticket. To gain earlier admission, all you'll need to do is present your valid DVC membership card and your event ticket at the main entrance, and the benefit is valid for not only the DVC member, but also for 7 guests as well. Don't forget, this year's party will also feature new experiences at Pirates of the Caribbean and also Space Mountain as well. So beginning on August the 15th this week, drivers travelling up World Drive to the Magic Kingdom Resorts area will be able to use the new Overpass, which will actually go over the lanes that lead to the Magic Kingdom parking lot. So if you're heading to the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian, the Contemporary or Wilderness Lodge, you should take the left lanes to take the new Overpass, whilst if you want to head to Wilderness Resort and Campground, you should stay in the right-hand lanes and go on to Vista Boulevard. If you are heading into the theme park, then it's just business as usual. So keep an eye out for all these changes this week if you're heading into the Magic Kingdom, but I'm sure there will be plenty of signs to help you out. So first up in Epcot news this week, a few weeks ago we spoke to you about the mirrored tiles being removed from Ellen's Energy Adventure. Well, it seems the crews have now finished removing the tiles, which means the iconic mirrored facade is no more. This means the front of the building is now ready to be transformed into the Guardians of the Galaxy coaster, which is scheduled to open in 2021. Now, whilst we're talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy coaster, a couple of permits have been filed which seem to suggest that more construction will begin very soon. One document is a notice of commencement filed with the contractor named as Adina Corp. Now, this company installed both the new attractions in the recently opened Toy Story Land, and this notice has an expiration date of about a year from now, which means installation would begin sooner rather than later. The second document is a bill of lading from Vekoma Rides Manufacturing, who is the company thought to be behind the new coaster. Now, this document shows that £143,000 of roller coaster is actually on its way to the port of Tampa, with a final destination of Overpass Road, which is the backstage entrance to Epcot. Construction on the massive gravity building is continuing at a very fast pace, so this means construction on the actual coaster part should begin very soon. So for months now there's been speculation on Epcot's Illuminations nighttime show, whether this would be replaced, and we've also heard rumours about new soundtracks being recorded for the show already. Based around the World Showcase Lagoon, the fireworks show is what many consider to be one of the best at Walt Disney World. At a Reedy Creek Improvement District recently, a budget in excess of $2 million was approved for upgrades all around the lagoon. Now the $2 million budget includes $1.8 million for electrical upgrades, and then another $325,000 for materials. Then another $220,000 on top of that was allocated for engineering, inspection and survey work. The lagoon project also includes a brand new pipe which will be being drilled from the island in the middle of the lagoon all the way to the American Adventure Pavilion at the top. There's currently no time frame for the project, but keep an eye on future shows, and as soon as we find out, we'll let you guys know. If you've been into Walt Disney Presents in the last few months, you would have seen the costumes from Marvel's Black Panther, which was released earlier this year. These costumes have now been replaced with the costumes of the Sherman brothers from Saving Mr. Banks. In addition to the screen-worn costumes, you can also see sheet music for both Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and also Chim Chim Cheree. Now back at the end of last year, Star Tours added some new scenes from Episode 8, The Last Jedi. At the same time, scenes were also added from the planet Batuu, which as we now know is the planet for the new Star Wars Galaxy Edge land that is currently being built. Now these destinations were preset to appear in each ride, but this would not be permanent. Now it was also announced that guests would be able to choose which era of Star Wars movies they wanted to visit from episodes 1 to 6 and in the newer Star Wars movies, instead of all of these being mixed in together. Now whilst the choosing of an era is not currently in place, Star Tours is back to running as normal, which means that these scenes are no longer included in every ride, and you will also be able to visit Hoth and Naboo again as well. So it seems a view from inside the new Toy Story Land in Hollywood Studios has given us a first look at one of the ships which is currently being constructed in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Now we can see from this original model in Walt Disney Presents that one of the ships had landed on top of a building. With all of this ongoing construction picking up pace in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, we can clearly see this ship is now being constructed, and it does make it feel like the land is starting to become a little bit more of a reality. I am so excited for this brand new land when it opens at the back end of 2019, so let me know if you're making plans to visit when it opens. Festival of the Lion King signature dining packages are now open for reservations. There are currently 2 dining packages available, and the most expensive of the 2 will also give you a custom ride on Kilimanjaro safaris, escorted by a special guide. It does also give priority VIP seating, whereas the cheaper one will give priority reserved seats. But the post on Disney Parks blog didn't make it clear exactly what the difference between the 2 is. The more expensive Tier 1 package includes lunch or dinner at Tiffin's, your priority VIP seat and the custom safari, and is $99 for an adult or $49 for a child aged 3 to 9. The Tier 2 package, which includes lunch and dinner at Tiffin's again and also a reserved seat, is $74 for an adult and $29 for a child aged 3 to 9. The packages will be available daily from this week on August 13th right through until November 21st. While some of the newer attractions in Walt Disney World also come with the newer Magic Band touch points, it seems some of the older attractions are now starting to get these as well. The new touch points are similar to the ones that are in Pandora and have a little bit of a flatter design. However, the Pandora ones don't have the signature Mickey head on them, instead having a Pandoran moon motif. The touch points in Toy Story Land are also flat and also missing the Mickey heads, but it seems some of these newer touch points are also being installed at different places in Epcot. Don't panic though, as these newer touch points work exactly the same, so there's no change for guests. So we've spoken multiple times on the show before about minivans, and we've covered the rollout right throughout the resorts and also even to Orlando Airport. It seems Disney may be pushing the boundaries of the minivan service even further and adding another option for guests who are combining a cruise with their Disney World vacation. Now, potentially beginning September the 1st, Disney will now offer the minivan service when travelling to Port Canaveral only, but no return trips will be offered. Now, this one currently is being put into the rumour category because nothing has been officially announced by Disney, and there's also no pricing. But keep an eye on the show and I'll let you know as soon as we get any other info. So for those of you who are annual pass holders, Disney will be offering a new program called VIP Pass Holder Events. This will give annual pass holders perks at some of the seasonal events, like special giveaways or exclusive offerings, and also some surprises in the parks, like sneak peeks of things that are coming. There will also be VIP pass holder nights where Gold, Platinum, Platinum Plus and Premier pass holders will get after hours access to some of your favourite experiences on select dates beginning this August. You'll be able to enjoy select attractions, shops and dining locations at Epcot or the Magic Kingdom for an extra 2 hours after parks closing. Now the first night happened earlier this month on August the 5th, which was from 10 to 12 PM in the Magic Kingdom, and it was very much like extra magic hours but just for annual pass holders. The next events are on September the 6th and then October the 25th and will be from 9 PM until 11 PM. Registration emails are being sent out and the events are on a first come first served basis, so if you see that email, get one booked. Earlier this year, back in April, Disney revealed a brand new digital key system that was going to be trialled in the My Disney Experience app. This new feature would allow guests to unlock their guest room door at select resorts through the app using the Bluetooth on your mobile device. Now originally this was only available at the Fort Wilderness Resort, then it was rolled out to the resort cabins in May. Now this new feature has been added to the Yacht Club, the Beach Club Villas, the Boardwalk Villas, the Contemporary, Bay Lake Towers, the Polynesian, the Villas at Polynesian, the Grand Floridian, and finally the Villas at Grand Floridian as well. It seems the technology is working very successfully, so expect to roll out to more resorts very soon. So for those of you who are going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party this year, Disney has revealed the limited edition Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom card that you will be able to collect. This year the card will feature Orange Bird, and the story behind the card is that during his walk through Adventureland he met with Merlin. Now Merlin was so taken with our little orange friend that he created this card in his honour. Now this special edition card will be available at the normal Sorcerer's location at the bottom of Main Street, but you will need to show your party wristband in order to pick one up. This week's merchandise update features a few new things from Haunted Mansion, so let's start with these 3 pieces of headwear. First up is a headband which is inspired by the girl walking the tightrope in the Haunted Mansion. The second features a gargoyle and has a Haunted Mansion wallpaper design and also part of the maid's outfit. The last one features the infamous Hatbox Ghost. All of these bands are $24.99. Now there's also a new Haunted Mansion woman's t-shirt which was spotted in Memento Mori for $32.99. There's also a youth's baseball hat for $21.99, a plastic tumbler for $17.99, or for $29.99 you can pick up this Madame Leota tombstone. There was also a child shirt for $19.99. Now next up is a new canteen which is available at Animal Kingdom. Now this is $12.99, but it can also be filled up with a fountain beverage of your choice. There was also this t-shirt spotted in the Emporium with ride logos on the front and then the opening dates of some of the rides on the back, though there was no price posted for this one. Finally there was this other t-shirt which features the words "I'll do it Tomorrowland," and this one was $34.99. So that's us caught up on all of the latest Disney news. Now if you did like this episode of the show, please give us a massive thumbs up as that will help us out with YouTube. And if this is the first time that you're seeing me on your screen, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell so you never miss any future uploads of the show. Now don't forget you can find us through the week on Facebook and Twitter, where we'll have Disney facts and little bits of Disney history and all the latest news stories on there as well. So that just leaves me to say thanks very much for watching, and as always, we'll see you real soon.